Hello everyone, I have a choice today. It's rare when I have these kind of choices. This came in last week. I should have put a review up already, a week, maybe almost 2 weeks ago. I'm a little slow today with the reviews. Life has been busy to say the least. And then I got this package today. I think the speeder bike is going to wait because I think this package is a little more important than that speeder bike. As I bet some of you already, well, the title of the video tells what it is. So maybe I ought to be a stinker and not put that title up. What do you guys think? Nah, I'm going to put it on the title. I'm not going to be a stinker. It's the Y-Wing. I love me some Y-Wing. I like the Y-Wing, I like the A-Wing, I like the B-Wing. Not going to lie, I like these kits. Speeder bike will get a review. I've already shot a review, but I didn't like it. That's why I didn't get up right away. And I'm going to move the camera so we can get a better look at what's inside this box right here. And this review is going up the day this thing comes in. So, give me a minute. Got to move the camera. I'll be back in a second. Okay, we have the box in front of us. There is a little bit of glare. I'm trying to mitigate that with a fluorescent light. Actually, the glare I see is not the glare the camera sees. So we're good. I like the box art. Not going to lie about that. Here's the side view. Looks like it comes with a couple of different pilots. Over here, comes with 2 droids. Has landing gear. Laser effects. Side of the box. The other side. Okay. So let's quit waiting. Let's open the box and see what's inside. And we have water slides and stickers in the same spot. I'm really happy to see that. Now, one thing that Bandai likes to do is mold everything in color so you don't have to paint. And, well, it will make painting easier if you do decide to paint it. You can paint that silver, then paint it yellow, the V here, and then weather it. So you could get some silver paint chips. Real easy to do there. Okay? And I suspect this thing's going to have a lot of delicate little parts. There's our cockpit there. And we have the clear glass there. That yellow V fits on there. You can see how it fits on there. On both the top and the bottom. There's the beam effect parts. Some nice detail on that back half of this thing. We're going to open the bags, don't worry. This one's not going to be destined for an eBay slot. No. This will be built. When, I don't know, but it will get built. That's the stand. Star Wars Base 6. This is base number 6. And then we have the sprue with the really delicate little tiny parts that is going to drive everyone absolutely bonkers to cut these things off and put on the ship. Lots of delicate little tiny parts. Yeah, this one's not going to be for the faint of heart. I get the feeling of that. Let's set the box bottom aside and take a look at the instructions. Now, I'm going to go ahead and zoom this a little bit with my camera here so we can get a good view, a slightly better view. Oh, okay. Reverse that zoom. Oh, reverse that zoom all the way back out, all the way back out. There we go. Because Bandai usually makes booklets. This time they made a roadmap. That's not going to fit on the camera all at once. Nope. Way too many steps. So, Oh, it looks like there's two variants. No, there's not. Yowzers. Yeah, major yowzers on this thing. Wow. Well, let's just put it this way. This one's not going to be a do-it overnight model. There's your first step right there. We hit the second step where we start putting the body together, and it has lots of side panels, very greeblied. And then we have that panel there, and our last panel. Then we come down here at the bottom. You start putting those thin, tiny little pipes on there. I'd be tempted to replace that with brass or copper, but they may be molded fine. Well, I'll just have to look. I'll determine that really quickly in a minute when I start pulling the packages open. But wow, lots and lots of little tiny pipey things. And these are plastic, and they're 4 separate pieces, so aligning that is going to be interesting. And it comes with an alignment guide down here to show you how you align it. That's going to be interesting. Let's look at the back of this thing. You're still putting little pieces on at this point. But all those little pieces are going to make this thing look good. This is like the fine mold version of the Millennium Falcon, I think, on 1/72nd scale. They went crazy with the pieces. That they did. But the end result is going to be one fine looking ship. That's for sure. This one's going to be a bit before I can get to it, because this is not something I want to rush. And right now, if I were to do it, I would have to rush it. My life is just full of too much insanity. Now, I'm not done with the directions as of yet. I'm trying to fold it back up to make it a little bit more manageable. So I can look at the very last panel of them, which is right here. And we are going to zoom in on this panel here. Because you got a color guide, a decal marking guide, and all that fun stuff. So let's let everyone take a closer look. You know, if you're at home, you could always just freeze your computer. For those of you that don't mind turning your computer sideways, there you go. Laptop sideways, you can freeze it, turn it, if it doesn't auto-rotate, that is. But, yeah, color markings. This is a model that just look outstanding when it's done. I think Bandai outdid themselves on this one. Now, these parts right here, I may not open this bag. These are delicate little parts, and they're going to be best left in the bag, I think. We got a good enough view from the camera. We can see. I don't see any flash markings on them at all. None. None on these. Oh boy. Hopefully that's an attachment point. I bet it is. But I don't see any flash on them. And without taking them out of the bag, and I don't want to do that. Not with stuff like this. The bag just adds extra protection. There we go. We can get a side view right there. Okay. It looks like they're round like a pipe. It doesn't look like they're oblong. I don't see flash. I don't see anything on that. That's outstanding. Here's our two identical sprue for the engines, retainers, or the thrust strings way back at the back. Again, I don't want to open these bags. They're just not something I really want to do. I'm sorry. Not to be mean, but with delicate parts like this, it's just better off. Let's get that out of there, because the camera wants to focus on that mat. And if I slowly bring it in, there we go. Again, I'm not trying to be mean. I just don't want to break the parts. Because if you cut these off the sprue incorrectly, you're breaking them. So you're going to need some skills when you cut that off the sprue. And I'm repacking this the way the parts came out. And then there's Star Wars Base 6. I don't see taking this out. These are supposed to be Death Star tiles. Okay? So you stack them all together, all your Star Wars ships, they'll stack together just fine. Here's the blue part here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and open this bag, simply because, well, there's some detail there that I want to look at. It's not E2 I want to look at, it's this blue one. I'm going to open some of these other bags too, because we want to see this detail, don't we? Oh, let's see if the camera's focusing where I want it to instead of where it wants. There it goes. These are the end caps for the engine. The engine caps go over the top of them, so you can pull it off and have it in like in a hangar scene. You're working on it. You can see that they've got some good detail right there for the... Here, let's do this because the camera will focus better. We got detail right there for the hinge for the canopy. The canopy probably can be left without gluing it, so it just sits down on there. Okay. So I'm liking the look of that. Put that in this bag. Okay, now we get to the main body of this thing. Let's cut this open and take a look. Now, one thing, I do have the fine molds kit. And I will probably pull it out and we'll take a look, but I don't see how the fine molds Y-Wing can compare. I really don't. We're going to see in a second, but the detail on this thing is just beautiful. Very beautiful. Okay. So there's that piece. And there's our 3 pilots. I wasn't looking for the droids, but I don't think they're on there. There's our 3 pilots. You guys see up close this thing? Let's turn it over. Panel lines are good. Well formed. My lasers look like they're bending. Not going to worry about that part. But you can see the detail on that pilot. Panels look really nice on this model. Everything looks good. I have not found the droids, so the droids have to be on this previous one. No, they are not. So the droids, we'll find the droids in a moment. Because they're not here, but I'm going to cut this one open as well so we can take a look at the cockpit tub. That's what I wanted to look at. It's the cockpit tub. Come on, stinker. There we go. Cockpit tub looks good. Lighting that one will be fine. It came with a separate seat right there. That's nice. Again, the detail on this thing is just outstanding. Okay, now I'm not going to get the water slides out. You can see them, but it has cockpit decals for the cockpit. And then they have the stickers, and the stickers, well, most of us have an opinion of stickers, which I'm sharing after my Stormtrooper experience. Not very happy with the Stormtrooper. Let me see if I can find the droids real quick, because I didn't see them. That means they're... Oh, they're not on there. They're not there. Or are they? Oh. Yeah, I found the droids. They're on here. Let's see if that will focus. They're right here. And the droid heads are here. So you get 2 droids and 4 heads. So they weren't cheap on the droids. They put it on parts that they were replicating twice, so that you may have extra copies of the droids. So you get 2 whole droids in 1/72 scale, which is nice. Now, let's get out the fine molds. Now, I'm probably not going to go through this one as detailed. We're just going to be looking to see if it can hold up. The decal sheet is very nice on the fine molds. Okay, I like the decal sheet. The cockpit is here. I don't know what these black parts are for, but the cockpit is here with this. Here's your stand. It does have the separate ribbing. It has the piping, but the piping is nowhere near like it is on the Bandai kit. And the detail's not as good as the Bandai kit, I hate to say. In fact, let's take a look at this right here while we're at it, because I still have this part where I can reach it easily. Let's put them side by side. Now granted, the Bandai part here is out of the plastic and the fine molds is not, but details are different. Not completely different, but they are different, okay? And you can see that. The details are definitely different. We do have the delicate piping on the fine molds kit, but we have way more of it on the Bandai kit. And another piece to look at to compare here is the backbone, which is right here on the fine molds kit, and it's right here on the Bandai. And the detail is just better and more crisp on the Bandai kit. Okay? So, my conclusion is, buy the Bandai kit. They went into far more detail. Now, to be fair, these 2 parts are the same. This part and this part are the same. Different orientation. So there you go. Same orientation. The Bandai kit looks a bit smaller than the fine molds kit. It is. The Bandai kit is a bit smaller than the fine molds kit. So the details are a bit smaller, but the details tend to be cleaner on the Bandai kit, as you can compare these 2 parts. Bandai, fine molds. Bandai, fine molds. 1 or 2. And we'll feel like those optometrists. Yeah, the Bandai kit is much better detailed. Alright everyone, hope you enjoyed, and if you're looking at that fine molds kit on eBay and it's like 50 bucks, I'd take my 50 bucks, go to Hobby Link Japan, and get a couple of Y-Wings and an X-Wing, because they're about $15 each. That's $45. You're going to pay shipping anyhow. Shipping from Japan will be another $15. So you're looking at about $60 to get a couple of Y-Wings and an X-Wing for the price of one fine molds Y-Wing. And I'd get the Bandai. The Bandai is much better looking. Much, much better looking to me. Okay? Not saying the fine molds is bad. I'm just saying the Bandai is better. Because the fine molds probably makes a really nice kit. Well, anyhow, I'm going to go because I have to leave for work in a half hour. And And I gotta get this video edited and up before I leave for work. So I got some chores ahead of me. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.